Capirossi is looking very, very quick now as he looks to get around the outside and get the inside line into this left-hander. Oh, and he's in all sorts of trouble there. Loris Capirossi just about hangs on to the Ducati, but doesn't hang on to second place. Max Biaggi is through. Marco Melandri continues to lead. Here comes Loris Capirossi up on the inside of Marco Melandri now, up to second place. So the Italians chop and change at the front. It's Biaggi who leads the way now, Capirossi second, and Marco Melandri third. Capirossi has passed Max Biaggi, Nick, for the lead here. So Capirossi has gone in front now.
That red Ducati with that number, white 65, comes into view. Loris Capirossi wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Loris Capirossi where he wants to be in the lead, but Marco Melandri all over him. And Valentino Rossi moves into third place in front of Sete Gibernau as Marco Melandri takes the lead. They're absolutely side by side as they go round the right-hander. They're at it already. And it's Melandri that leads the way, but Capirossi gets back up the inside and Rossi will not let these two get away at the front. Whoa, what an opening half lap. At the home of Honda, Loris Capirossi wins the Japanese Grand Prix for Ducati.
Capirossi into the pits. It'll be interesting, these two Stoner and Rossi will play a cat and mouse to see who actually comes in first.
He's the fastest man out there on slicks. He's in sixth spot, and he's the first of those riders out on slick tyres. Across the start-finish line now comes the Ducati of Loris Capirossi. Loris Capirossi goes through as Rossi comes out, but Rossi is out. Rossi is out.
Loris Capirossi, the checkered flag in sight. A hat-trick of victories for the Italian on the Ducati. Loris Capirossi wins the Japanese Grand Prix here at Motegi.
Down the back straight, Dani Pedrosa can celebrate a big wheelie from him across the line. He's not had to overtake anybody, but he still wins the Japanese Grand Prix for the first time in the MotoGP class.
We ride with the championship leader and the race leader here in Japan, Jorge Lorenzo. In his face, number 26, is Dani Pedrosa. Winner here last year, won 3 of the last 4 Grand Prix, but he trails Lorenzo in the championship by 33 points, 4 rounds to go.
And over at the front, here we go, Dani Pedrosa down at turn 5. Now, is Lorenzo going to be able to get back through on the inside?
Is going to make it successive race victories here at Motegi as the crew celebrate with a Spaniard. He wins here in Japan, but another perfect ride by the Spaniard. Right on his rear wheel now, 8.5 laps to go. Here comes Dani Pedrosa. They break now for the left-hander, turn 9, and Dani Pedrosa is up into second place, and there is absolutely nothing Valentino Rossi can do.
Pedrosa blasts out of the slipstream. He's going to take the lead in the Japanese Grand Prix. Dani Pedrosa leads.
Dani Pedrosa wins the 50th Grand Prix of his career here in Japan.
Here comes Jorge Lorenzo into the lead. Finally in the Japanese Grand Prix, but he runs it a little bit too wide coming out of the V corner. Not able to make it steep, but there was the first intention. He's not shy, not backwards in coming forwards, is he? Jorge Lorenzo, he goes through on Rossi, albeit briefly.
Here he goes, we ride with Jorge Lorenzo. What to see if Rossi comes through.
He's trying it. Rossi lays the bike on the outside, but there won't be any way through this time for Rossi straight away. And Lorenzo makes it stick. That's an awesome manoeuvre from the Spaniard. He just left the bike there. No room for Rossi, or however much the Italian tried to ban Lorenzo from making that manoeuvre. He was going to make it, and it stuck. The finish line beckons, and the checker flag too for Jorge Lorenzo.
Jorge Lorenzo wins the second MotoGP race of his career.
This time Marquez gets to the inside. He's not going to make it, and he's going to have to pull back in behind Jorge Lorenzo.
A classic ride from the world champion Jorge Lorenzo, who wins here in Japan. Lorenzo on the brakes, thought about it, then it comes out once again and Jorge Lorenzo takes the lead. The race he won here last year. Rossi fights back. This is classic Lorenzo at the moment. Jorge Lorenzo is going to win the race here in Japan. Rossi all over the rear wheel of Marquez. Here he comes up into turn 7 and Rossi, can he make it stick this time round? No, he's done it again and Marquez almost wipes him. So they go through turn 8.
Brilliant by Marquez around the outside of Valentino Rossi at turn number 8. That was brave and audacious in the extreme. Marquez closes right up through turn 8. This is where he made that brilliant move on Rossi a couple of laps ago. Is he up the inside of Lorenzo at turn 9? You bet he is. Marc Marquez leads the Japanese Grand Prix.
Marquez crosses the line, he wins here in Japan. He is the 2016 MotoGP World Champion.
Right slow up the inside of Marquez coming through turn number 7. Well, Marquez trying to find his way to a 7th world title as his pocket picked at turn number 7 by a Honda man. With that as Marc Marquez, ruthless, merciless as always, finds his way up the inside of Cal Crutchlow, then Marquez back in the 2nd place.
Here comes Marc though. He pounces up the inside. The door was left wide open. Marc Marquez says thanks very much. Up he goes. So now, Dovizioso, well, is he interested in watching him for a little while? He was retaliating there immediately into the hairpin corner, and now watch the power of the Ducati as we head onto the back straight.
Oh, Marquez! Marc Marquez!
Goodness me!
Well, he was grass tracking there. He was well off the circuit. He's lost all the drive. Dovizioso surely going to have that inside line. Marquez would have to roll out that, or did he roll out of it? Dovizioso then pounces and sweeps straight back through. Big mistake, just a couple of corners after he'd taken the lead, Marquez. He makes that mistake coming out the hairpin curve, and Dovizioso back at the front. He's going for it, up the inside, block pass on Dovizioso at turn number 9. He made that a few laps ago and then made the mistake instantaneously at this turn 10 on the exit. Is this the crucial move as Marc Marquez going for it to lift the 2018 MotoGP World title?
The 5th MotoGP World crown, the 7th in all. Marc Marquez masters Motegi. He is world champion in 2018.
But it's been a Motegi masterclass from Marquez. Cruise control for the world champ.
What a race, what a day. He does it again. The world champion does it here in Japan. It's 4 in a row for Magic Marc as he crosses the line to take another win.